Hey, I'm Spenser.
And I'm Britton.
I'm Chibbs.
Since 2011, Buckethead has released 307 albums in his Pikes series, and we're going to listen to them.
3 at a time.
This is Getting Head.
Welcome, friends and bucket bots, the heirs to Mott's applesauce, Ryan Goss, Ling Ling the Panda, Eric Bana, and the girl who plays the orange Fanta. Santa, Santana, featuring Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20, Satan, featuring Knob Promise of Douglas Funny, the lighting crew of Always Sunny, anybody who gets commissioned to draw porn of Bugs Bunny. Marathon trainers, getting runny. We're live and talking, and you're going fast. It's episode 85 of Getting Head, a Bucketcast.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Welcome,
we're fucking
everybody.
here again. We're joined by a guest. How amazing is that? A returning guest, one of our favorite guests.
Indeed, someone we wanted back on the show, which is
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to any of our past guests.
It's not a long list of the people we want to call back.
I was gonna say no offense to any of our past guests if we've had you back on the show. If not,
we did it.
maybe take offense.
Yeah, maybe take offense, just a little bit, of offense. But it's Chibbs. Chibbs is back. Hey, what did you do?
Yeah.
Why? How? Surely you have better ways to spend your time.
Not really. No.
I mean, well, he's so far in the future that he's got all this extra time.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we do.
So much time.
Yeah.
And fuck anyone else that's ever come back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That rocks, dude. Hey, how's it going? We haven't seen you in forever. How you doing?
It's been fucking so long. I know. It's like the pandemic finished, and then
Yeah.
everyone went back to work. The last time we spoke, we were just locked in our houses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had just gone through like your third major lockdown or something in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They fucking got over that,
Mhm.
so we all had to go back and start doing shit. So
Yeah.
not as much time now, but always time for you guys.
We love that.
We appreciate
We
that.
appreciate
We're
that.
here in the States. We're going through I believe our 6th wave of COVID. It's on an up ramp again. We're going. It's just a roller coaster that never seems to end.
Oh, you know what? Actually, in between the last podcast and this podcast, I actually got a text that says, "Hey, somebody at my work identified me as a person they were in close contact with while they were testing positive for COVID-19."
Sick.
So we're learning that on the air.
Love that.
Sorry,
Yeah, I believe that's happened once before though on the air.
That has, yeah.
And
so.
we're like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they stopped.
Great.
They even stopped doing all that shit. Like we went hardcore one direction, and then full hardcore the other way of like that never happened. Forget it happened. We don't do anything about it anymore. Yeah.
Coincidentally, hardcore One Direction describes my music taste perfectly. Hardcore and One Direction. only two things I listen to.
What else do you need, really?
No, you're really
Nothing.
Yeah, no.
But sixth wave, I mean, that's even if you're at a stadium or something, the sixth time the wave goes around, it's starting to get pretty fucking lazy.
Yeah, you're like, I've done this 4 times already. Like, I missed the first one.
No, I will not put my hands up.
I don't want to put my hands up.
Yeah, and
I'll break the wave.
Yeah.
I've been a wave breaker.
Yeah.
I've been the rocks to which the wave has crashed against.
Wow. That's kind of deep. Is it?
Is it?
I don't know. It sounds deep. It sounds like a Jack Handy right there.
You put that over the top of a inspirational style picture. But
Yes.
so an influencer would post that.
One might call you Jack Handjob.
I would appreciate the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you never be ashamed. You could say we're all masters of giving hand jobs, truly,
Oh,
right?
definitely.
I mean, like,
if you have a penis,
because
you're probably great at it.
We be giving hand jobs all the time to ourselves.
I mean, I'd have, sometimes you have to adjust to like being, your arm being in a different location. Because I've worked so many of like, I feel like it's definitely a lot of the tricep that it works when you go really hard on yourself. But when you're doing another person, it's a bit more of the bicep and kind of the forearms. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different genre, if you will.
Yeah, definitely
a different genre of hand job.
You gotta mix it up sometimes.
They call me Sir Mix-a-Lot for that reason.
Yeah,
exactly.
Keep yourself guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's the realist talk. The realist talk is that we've done now 84 episodes of a Buckethead podcast. This is episode 85. Can you believe it?
Must almost be out of pikes.
I mean, we're getting
there.
We're getting close.
We're
I think we have like 16 episodes left now, right?
Yeah, something like that. The thing is,
I'm counting.
17 as of
like 3 days
ago, because he just released his 307th. So, and that's if we decide not to like go into the albums afterwards. We always have Buckethead fodder to like go into.
Yeah, but we're almost out of them. We've almost managed to chronicle all of the Pikes in the series, which is it's a feeling. It's a triumphant feeling.
It's a feat. It's a feat.
Yeah,
it's like what Quentin Tarantino is into sexually.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of what Quentin Tarantino is into sexually, the 85 is the atomic number of the chemical element astatine, which I don't know what that is, but that's what 85 is.
Astatine to mouth.
Okay, now I gotta look up what the fuck astatine is.
It's an element. Do you really need to know? It's a rare earth element, right?
It is the rarest naturally occurring element in the Earth's crust.
No shit.
Occurring only as the decay product of various heavier elements.
Sick.
Wow, look at that. That's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. Hey, 85 is the ISBN group identifier for books published in Brazil.
You keep on going back to the ISBN book identifier, and I don't think you actually really know what it is.
Let's just say
how you identify books.
Well, I've heard of them. This is
That's the thing you like put under your chair, like when it's wobbly, right?
I think that's what you do with it. Also, like if you run out of toilet paper.
Oh, also, when someone goes to jail, they get the book thrown at them.
Yes, that's another thing. Yeah.
Use anything for toilet paper. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Firm believer, all right.
Yeah.
So use cardboard.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything.
So 85 is the IQ and nickname of the character Aaron in Alien 3.
Because he's almost
handicapped.
He's
retarded?
Yeah,
almost handicapped.
Handicapped.
He's just slightly above a Forrest Gump, if you will. Forrest Gump, I believe in the movie they said Forrest was at like 70 or 75, I want to say. And so he's just slightly above Forrest Gump.
Yeah. He gave a chick AIDS.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Yeah.
But I mean, he's a fucking shrimp billionaire, so how smart is he, though, right?
Pretty fucking sick. Bought Apple stock early.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's the move. Yeah. That's the move. I got nothing else for 85. 1985, a lot of cool stuff happened.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. So, Patreon update.
Wait, hold on. 1985.
That's the year my brother was born.
That's the name of that Bowling for Soup song, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
1985. Yeah. There we go.
That sucks.
Yeah.
License to Ill came out in 1985.
That was a great album.
That is a banger. Yeah.
Wait. License to Ill by the
first nu metal album ever.
You could call it that. You could.
Well, it is Kerry King and the Beastie Boys.
Yeah. I mean, what a legendary mashup. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. I'm here for it. 100%. Okay. Patreon update. Hit me.
Patreon update.
What do we got? Holy, that's too much energy. Too much energy. Dial it back. Throttle back, Haas. Throttle back. We're too early in the show for that kind of energy.
So this week on our Patreon update, we just published episode 2 of Soy Trek, our Star Trek podcast, and also our review of an album by the artist Lucinate called Lucinate. What we estimate to maybe be one of the worst albums ever created.
Yeah.
Big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, but especially those at our $5 secret Coop level. Ian Killia, Dylan Vance, Dan Morris, and thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Namaste.
Oh, one more thing. Congratulations to head getter and supreme bucket bot Jason Evans on getting married.
Congratulations.
Jason has contributed to several Bucket Fact research articles a number of times, and just recently tied the knot with the love of his life on no other day than this past May the 13th.
Holy shit.
Buckethead's 53rd birthday.
That's pretty tight.
Fucking
that's heavy.
Yeah. Congrats, Jason. You rock.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Cheers.
That rocks. I love that. Okay. Is it time for goth news?
I think it's time to get into some goth news, baby.
Beneath the weeping moon, it's goth news. Goth news for cool dudes.
Hey, look, we're back in black, like AC/DC.
Yeah, we are. We're in black and white.
Like AC/DC's seminal album. We're also on the highway to hell because we're bad people.
Is seminal album, is it called a seminal album because of semen?
Yeah,
is that where that word comes from?
Yeah, you come a lot to
that's it.
seminal. In seminal album. This week in goth news, World Goth Day will be celebrated this Sunday, May 22nd. So a week after this episode is published. Participants are encouraged to wear black, listen to goth music, and smoke cloves. World Goth Day is being celebrated with the holding of no festivals or concerts this year. Then again, if you're goth, every day is World Goth Day.
Nice. Wait, so cloves are illegal in the U.S. now, aren't they?
No, cloves are legal.
Really? I thought that they got banned along with all that like flavored e-juice shit because of Donald Trump.
No, they still have. I mean, they got rid of most flavored e-juices, but on the chopping block right now are menthol cigarettes, menthol vape products, and they're trying to get rid of some other stuff too. But that might be on the chopping block, but it hasn't been taken away yet.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is an e-juice?
Sorry?
Oh, like
vape juice?
Vape juice. Like vape, vape stuff.
Yeah,
vape and
you like build the rig and you carry it in a holster and you like walk around
and
like.
You can still buy flavored vape juice. You just have to buy it like in bulk. You can't sell it in like individual things. It's weird.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
Welcome to the United States.
The government, they just made some fucking hoops you had to jump through to get like the dumbest, biggest looking dab rig ever to fucking. Or vape rig ever.
Dude,
heroin's illegal unless you import it in bulk.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, so is vaping a big thing in Australia? Do you see people walking around with big old like vape holsters and like giant?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Stuff?
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's we're on the like the pioneers are there. You're starting to see it more.
Ah.
Interesting.
But people still like punching darts here, mate. That's what they do.
That's what they call smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
They're not actually darts, Spencer. They don't actually punch darts. They don't go to a bar and punch a dartboard a bunch. That's not what happens.
Yeah, you gotta you gotta chuff hella darts, bro.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. And in
goth, punch them down, bro.
In goth obituaries this week, legendary composer, keyboardist, and sound designer Vangelis passed away this week at the age of 79.
Fuck.
He is best known for his soundtrack work, including Chariots of Fire and Blade Runner, whose soundtrack is regarded as one of the most iconic and influential synth albums of all time, most notably being Prince's primary inspiration for the absolutely iconic album 1999.
Wow.
Spencer and I have been huge Vangelis fans.
This is true. Many years.
For about 10 years now, 12 years, 13 years, when I first sent him a copy of his 1985 album Mask that I ripped from a CD at a Denver library.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, great master. Travel well wherever you may go, and most importantly,
hang dong and shocker.
Stay dead, brother. And finally, in goth news, goth and pizza patriarch Papa John Schnatter visited his alma mater, Jefferson High School in Indiana this week. According to an Instagram post about it, and some comments in response. Schnatter went to the school to give the students his opinions on business and economics. Given that Schnatter believes in fundamentally unregulated free markets, one can assume all his answers to questions were wrong at best. One might also assume he did not give any advice on how to remain CEO of the nation's fourth largest pizza franchise, because if he had any, he didn't follow it himself. Schnatter stepped down as CEO of Papa John's in 2018 after he blamed declining sales on football players protesting the treatment of black people in America, causing the stock to fall 30% overnight. He then used the N-word during a conference call.
So goth.
It's extremely
The
goth.
gothest thing you can possibly do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. What like we're talking around the globe right now, which is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like, I just been hanging out. I've been like fucking playing hella video games. Like that's been pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like, you know, I like it when video games let you customize things and then you make them really dumb.
Mhm.
Like that's super fun.
Yeah.
Playing a racing game right now where I'm driving around a Family Guy car and my license plate
Love
says
that.
"Where we go one, we go all."
Is that
Pretty
anything
tight.
like COD, which is a racist game?
Whoa!
No, just the chat version.
Wait, what?
They say
Wait,
the
explain
N-word.
that to me.
They say
yeah.
the N-word a lot.
Oh
on
yeah.
COD.
Sorry, COD.
Like white people do, or
COD was a weird drop, man. Nobody calls it that, man.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Call
they
of
do.
Duty, man, or COD. You can call it COD, but nobody calls it COD.
Cod's a fish, Spencer.
No, COD's also Call of Duty.
Cod's a buttery white fish that is native to the Pacific Ocean, Spencer.
You know what's interesting? Okay, so I only got into Call of Duty during Modern Warfare 2019. In 2020, I bought that game and I
I
played a
thought you
bunch
said
of
this
it.
was interesting, Spencer.
I think that game's really good. But here's the thing: I played like about probably 500 or 600 hours of that game, and I did not hear a single racial slur when I was playing that. That being said,
That's
I had
because you're white, Spencer.
well, no, I had the okay.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, I can't argue there.
like, come on.
Yeah. Well, I also had the audio chat turned off and the text chat turned off. So
So as I said, the chat of it, like that's
it
what I
was turned
qualified.
off. It was turned off. you
Yeah,
know?
so
Yeah, I
of
think
course
it's written
you didn't
into the
hear
programming.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, it's not like it's they code that into the game to just
Oh.
drop the hard R every now and again.
I'm pretty sure Halo 3 did that. Like, I definitely
But it's
experienced
futuristic, so it doesn't count.
that. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it takes place in
Yeah.
the future.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what things are like in the future. That's how people talk.
Hey, they took it back. It doesn't even mean anything. It doesn't mean the same
yeah.
thing.
It's like saying,
like how swastikas are on temples in Thailand.
yeah, exactly. Those are from the future too. You know,
You know,
Yeah.
after that became, know.
they should make like a separate servers for people who like believe in free speech or whatever and just want to use all their own slurs and whatever, and but just make it for like an entirely separate console, and they can call it the hard R box.
Why would there be a-
I don't think you'd have a lot of people going into stores to buy it.
No, it's only sold online.
It's only sold on the
Oh,
dark
yeah,
web,
yeah.
bro. You got to use crypto to buy
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only Dogecoin or Ethereum.
it.
Like-
Or
Yeah.
Megacoin, Megadeth's
Oh
cryptocurrency.
yeah, Smegma.
Yeah.
Smegma.
Smegma.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's tight. Okay, that's good. I don't know. You want to hit us with a bucket fact?
I'd love to hit you with a bucket fact.
Bucket fact, 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 bucket fact.
Today we're going to discuss Buckethead's very first recording that we know of.
Okay.
1988's Brazos.
88, huh?
1988.
That's when I was born.
Me too, brother.
Yep.
Sick. We're old. We're as old as Buckethead's first recording. Think about that.
Look at that.
Fuck, you were old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I was born in 1985. Same year as License to Ill.
Same year as that Bowling for Soup song. They made a song about the year you were born, dude. How does that make you feel?
They did, yeah, it was, yeah. Yep.
Man.
And on my birthday, I play it on repeat.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Most importantly, all of us were born under Reaganomics.
Economics.
Brazos is a 4-track tape that first surfaced when it was sent into Guitar Player magazine in 1988 for a contest. Buckethead received runner-up in the contest, and the magazine said this about him. An astonishingly skilled guitarist and bassist, he demonstrates post-Paul Gilbert speed and accuracy filtered through very kinky harmonic sensibilities.
Kinky?
His psychotronic, demonic edge is very, very far removed from the cliches of classical metal and rock. A real talent to watch, also known as Buckethead.
Dude, what a paragraph.
That is, I mean, it's high praise. Right?
Holy shit!
I mean, high praise. Like, this dude was stoned when he wrote that.
Yeah,
and listen to
and that was a runner-up.
Yeah, and that's a runner-up. So here's the thing:
what did they do?
I could not find
a handjob.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could not find for the life of me who actually won the contest. Like it
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, especially after a write-up like that, right?
Yeah, but like it makes me mad. What if like Paul Gilbert won the contest or something?
It's probably the dude that wrote that. It's like, and I am the winner. Yeah.
That's how I can speak so highly of the people who I defeated.
Yeah.
So later in the same year, Buckethead would become familiar with Guitar World's editor, Jos Obrecht, after Buckethead and his parents dropped off a demo tape to the magazine's offices, only to have Obrecht chase them down to a restaurant they were having lunch at in order to speak with Buckethead. A year later, Buckethead would again submit to the magazine's contest and receive runner-up again, this time including a blurb about himself with one of the very few known pictures of his face.
Oh, yeah.
The growth of Guitar Player magazine can kind of be traced in a similar trajectory to the popularity of Buckethead, seeing both gain credibility and a loyal fan base in the 1990s, then absolutely blowing up into major media in the early 2000s. Brazos is only about 5 minutes in length and very poorly produced, but is essentially, in my opinion, kind of the first Pike, with a DI drum machine handling rhythm while Buckethead shows off both his guitar and bass skills. The song would later be released as a Deli Creep song on their first demo titled Tribal Rights. I'm not sure if I'd recommend this one to anybody, but the most hardcore Bucket fans probably. It's an interesting slice of Bucket history, but it's a rough 5 minutes, and the production is sincerely ass at best.
Sincerely ass.
Sincerely ass.
Not a little ass.
Wait, you're saying that this was hard to listen to? The last time I was on this podcast, you made me listen to him fucking plug his guitar in for 12 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's actually
try to find the jack. Yeah,
I mean, it's the production is worse, definitely. Like the production is all very DI into like a 4-track tape. It's very bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, but the instrumentation's pretty cool. It's got interesting ideas, and you know, you definitely see a glimmer of future Buckethead in this recording. As rough as it is,
a little bit of future head,
exactly. You know, I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you are really into Buckethead, I think you should listen to it.
Yeah, why not?
It gives a window into the incredible.
What else are you listening to if you're really into Buckethead?
I mean, yeah, but if you're Jordan Vine, check this shit out. It gives a window into Buckethead's incredible consistency and the growth he's had as an artist, especially when it comes to his solo work.
Bucket Facts.
We
listen
to
3
Pikes
this week.
Wow.
3 more Pikes.
3 more of these boys. These bad boys.
Pikes 253, 254, and 255.
Coop Erstown.
Woven Twigs.
And Abominable Snow Scalp.
Respectively.
Wow. Look at that.
How was coming back to Buckethead after last time? I'm surprised you agreed to be on the show again.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have to do any convincing. I was like, "Hey, what do you think?"
Fuck. I mean, they were better than the last lot.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah, you know what?
This wasn't bad at all.
These were all good pikes.
Yeah. They're solid.
Yeah.
They're solid. For sure.
I like how you're making yourself bigger than me, Spenser.
No, I'm not. Like, look, we're the same.
Yeah, but in real life, I'm bigger than you, so we shouldn't be the same. Okay, that's better.
See?
Well, you lean back.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I know what I'm doing.
That's better.
Well, yeah, it's like not everybody wants to spend an hour and a half of their week listening to 3 Buckethead albums. We're grateful that you did.
Yeah, but then again, I don't, but I've done it for the last 85 weeks, Spenser.
Yeah, I have too. Why are you yelling it at me? Oh, I guess it was my idea.
It was your idea, goddammit!
It was my idea.
Come on.
We just recorded an episode of the podcast last week. We did Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
That song slaps.
That song slaps.
Yeah. Fuck, it's such a good goddamn song.
Slaps
and it's kind of like creepy a little.
It's so horny. It's like if you could put Rush Poppers into a dance single, it's that song.
Yeah.
I'm too sexy for my shirt, actually.
No, that's not a bottom song. That's a verse song. Like, Relax is definitely a bottom song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what's a good top song for gays?
It's Raining Men.
There you go.
I think that's like universal. That's for like all gays. Like all gays want it to rain men.
That's true.
Right. That's
but the ones at the bottom want it to rain down on top.
That's actually a good point.
That's a good point.
You know what? You might not be a bad gay. You should try it out. I know you got a wife, and that might make things a little awkward. But,
she doesn't need to know about it. I've been scrubbing up on my gay. Yeah.
Just give it a try. It's
babe, look, I had to suck that man's cock for my podcast, okay? It's really important. I'm doing research.
It wasn't even for my podcast, it was for someone else's.
Yeah, but not other podcasts.
I enjoyed it so much that I'm starting a podcast called 1001 Dicks That Make You Want to Suck.
Actually, we have a new Patreon show we're about to launch called Spooky Handjobs. Which
there you go.
Will basically be like a seance where we bring like a dead famous person back, and then they describe who they would like to give a hand job to, and then how they would do it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
You know what you should do is do like a Ouija board, but
yes.
instead of like the little thing,
use like
board? A Luigi board, yeah. Use like a cock ring for the thing that you push around.
There you go.
See, it's all coming together.
It's coming all right.
It's coming. Speaking of coming, Pike 253, Coop Erstown.
Released on February 28th, 2017, just 5 days after the previous Pike, Bozo in the Labyrinth.
Yeah, wow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people on the internet were like, oh, that's Donald Trump on the cover of this album. And I was like, what? Shut up. That's stupid. That's not Donald Trump.
You know what, though? Orange Man is bad.
Orange Man Hitler?
Orange Man is bad.
He is.
Orange Man January 6th.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just so
wait, is Orange Man Trump, or is Orange Man the dude on the cover of this?
They're one and the same. Thank you very much. Yeah. This is definitely Trump on the cover.
It is not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought he's going to be the president again, isn't he?
Probably.
Oh yeah, probably. They're going to reinstate him any day.
Yeah.
They're just going to kick Biden out. They're going to say like, "Sorry, bro. Thanks for trying. We need the T-Man back."
The T-Man. That's what they call him.
Bring the
T-Rex.
Bring T-Rex back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this Pike is all right. It's a guy. It's Pike.
It's pretty good. It's shreddy as fuck.
It is a shreddy Pike.
It's
a pretty shredding metal Pike.
Yeah, and honestly, like this Pike is pretty good, and it's probably my least favorite Pike of the week, and it's still pretty good.
It was okay. It is everything I hate about music, though.
Funk
at the same
metal?
time.
Yeah.
It just it's too shreddy. Like there's a point where he even like stops the drums a lot just so he can shred more without the interruption
kind of like
of percussion.
those parts. Yeah, because he did really clean runs when he did that, though. So I was like,
yeah, but it's like, fuck these drums off. I'm shredding so hard. All they're doing is taking away from my shredding.
Yeah. Right, and so this might not be a great album for you if you're a big fan of music, but if you're a big fan of if you like
music,
if you like guitar players, this might be for
yes,
guitar.
And there is a difference. There is a fucking difference.
Big difference.
I mean, let's be honest. Guitar is not really a part of music. Like
I worked in a music store for like 14 years.
Yeah.
The most iconic guitar part of all time is the part in Creep when he goes chink chink, which isn't even like melodic at all. I don't think guitar really matters.
My favorite guitar bit is in You Make My Dreams Come True by Hall & Oates, and he says, listen to this, and he goes dun 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 dun.
Fuck yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And it's like, that was what he wanted you to listen to.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Two power chords.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking, like, Daryl Hall is, in my opinion, maybe the most talented musician alive.
It's like, fucking ridiculous, that guy.
Great. Like, have you ever watched Live from Daryl's House, either of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really
incredible.
Good.
He just...
The episode that he did with Chromeo.
Oh, so good. He just really seamlessly plays with everybody. Like, he just
it's no effort.
Yeah, no effort. Like, he just he's like, let's try out this song, and he's like, he does these crazy harmonies you've never heard on the song. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you just improved this song that's been like a crazy pop hit for the last 30 years, and you did it just improvising around.
Yeah. You know what I call those people?
An asshole.
A cunt.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck you if you have that much talent and you don't give me any. Go fuck yourself. Daryl Hall, fucking...
leave the hall, poser.
Yeah, fucking you can leave the hall of metal because metal does not require the amount of talent that you have.
That's true.
Yeah,
you're in the hall of, like, very sensible pop. Son of a bitch.
That guy used his talent for good, like, for making money. You know what I mean? He could have done this.
Yeah.
He could have done this pike, but instead he chose to make money.
That's true. I I'm going to say something controversial here. I'm going to say something controversial. I think Daryl Hall could make a pike, but Buckethead could not write a Hall & Oates album.
Yeah.
I know.
No. Is that controversial?
That's not good. Yeah, like, Buckethead doesn't sing. That's the most important part of Daryl Hall.
That's a good point.
Like, he's a really good guitarist and a great keyboard player, but, like, without his voice, he's just, like, a really good studio musician. Like,
yeah. Also got the voice of an angel.
He's
not of a bucket.
He's the voice of a god.
Yeah.
God damn it! I don't have that talent.
Yeah.
That's what he has the voice of. Fuck you, Daryl Hall.
Voice of God.
But also
damn
keep doing exactly what you're doing. I've seen Hall & Oates like 4 times, and I'll see them again because they're fucking incredible.
Fucking rock.
Yeah. God, they're good.
Yes.
I hate how good they are.
Good.
And they're fun live. Like, they're obviously having fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, these old dudes are fucking the best at what they do, and they're having fun.
You get to enjoy it now.
A 2-hour show of nothing but hits?
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it! For a reasonable price?
I'm jealous that you guys are doing a Star Trek podcast.
Yeah?
Are you jealous? Then come on! Be a guest!
Dude, come on.
I'm definitely coming.
It's a lot easier than being a guest here. Much easier.
Yeah. I'm definitely coming on the Star Trek one.
Dude,
because my mum's a massive Trekkie. I grew up with like every VHS tape of Star Trek, every original Next Generation only.
Did you have the VHS game, the Klingon game? There was like a countdown timer with a VHS.
No.
My dad bought this for me and my brother, and me and him, it was so complicated. Me and Beck were like 10 years old, and we're like, what?
Wait, this does ring a bell. This is ringing a bell. With
so cool.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get them and play that, Spencer.
Okay.
We should do a podcast of that. That'd be fun.
Okay. All right.
So I've been doing stand-up comedy.
Excellent.
And, well, sort of. Yeah, it's going on. But I randomly was at, like, this comedy club the other night, and I was just drunk, but one of the comics didn't turn up. So, like, do you want to go up and do, like, 5 minutes? And I'm like, oh, yep. So I got up there, and I'm just trying to think of shit. Yeah, I'm like, I kicked it off with I want to open an interactive Star Trek museum, but it's just a room that someone comes into, and I shoot a laser pointer into their eyes and scream, "BB up!"
There you go.
Yeah. Apparently, there weren't many Star Trek people in the room because it was, I didn't understand what I was saying.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Goddamn shame.
Is there? I figure there's got to be a pretty big Star Trek following in Australia. Like, it was
Probably.
syndicated.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
everywhere.
Australia's got sci-fi series history. Farscape was filmed there, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude, we invented
slaps.
space.
Far out, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We love that shit. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, that pike's
Sorry,
right.
I got distracted from the pike.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's let's talk about the songs here. So
Track 4's got some interesting ideas.
Yeah, Clay Hen. It's a pretty cool alt metal riff. Really nice soloing. It's super neoclassical and short, so it didn't wear out. Goddamn burps here. Didn't wear out its welcome. Like some of the other longer tracks. There's like a couple 8-minute tracks on here that made me want to eat.
It's too much.
Eat a gun. So
I've been saying that a lot lately. Should I be concerned?
That's tasty.
I feel like I've openly talked about suicidal ideations for the past 6 years now, and I haven't been institutionalized or killed myself yet, so be concerned if you want. That's all I'll say.
Nice.
It's not your place to be concerned.
That's true.
I'm in charge of this mortal coil.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Picard's mom myself if I want to.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
It's called a crossover.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Last song is really cool. Rooms with Brooms.
There's some pretty,
definitely my favorite song on the album.
Same with everyone on the internet. They're big fans of that.
So one thing I really like, in the past maybe 5 or 6 pikes, Buckethead has been using a lot of a new nylon string guitar that we definitely haven't heard before, I don't think.
Yeah, either that or, he probably just got a new one, huh?
It sounds like an electric nylon string, kind of like the Chet Atkins signature, I think. Which has kind of like a weird piezo system, but it's like a solid body nylon string acoustic. Yeah, kind of sounds like that, and it sounds really good. Yeah, it adds a really cool depth and space to everything. So, last song, Rooms of Brooms, definitely my favorite. It's nice and soft.
It is nice and soft. Yeah.
Then it has like a big bluesy solo, but the bluesy solo is real emotive and beautiful, so I like that. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't recommend Tinker Track or Quadruple Chicken Barn, tracks 2 and 3.
Great name, though.
Yeah, great names, but they're just kind of super shreddy with bluesy underlying funk metal. It's very Buckethead and very too much soloing.
Yep.
Too much.
A little too much. But given that, if you're into the soloing, this is an awesome pike for you. It is a great...
Hey, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, some for everyone. If you're a guitarist who just really likes hearing that doodly woo,
you love some of that sometimes.
There's a great doodly woodly woo.
You might like that.
So question about this album.
What you got?
So this is about Coop Erstown.
Yeah.
So what do you think the largest industry in Erstown is?
Chicken coops.
Oh yeah, I would say toilet cleaning.
Toilet cleaning?
Yeah. It's the biggest industry. They just produce people that are really good at cleaning toilets.
So it's just a town of 500 people, all with immaculate toilets?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not saying they take care of their own toilets that well, but they can clean other people's toilets for money very well.
Yeah, it begs the question, who...
It's like the doctor that smokes cigarettes, It's like some of them got a really shitty... shit and piss stained toilet.
It evokes the question. It's like who watches The Watchmen? Like, who cleans the toilet cleaners' toilets?
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody wants to work when they're not at work. Yeah. Oh, the kids. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Free child labor. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's why I'm gonna have children.
Yeah, for the labor.
Yeah.
Someone's got to clean the shit off that bowl.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
and you
teach them.
scream it while you're still sitting there,
Right.
Fucking warm your hands up, cunts.
Right? Yeah.
There's shit in here.
Like the most fundamental thing a father should teach his son or daughter, whoever, any of his penis having progeny. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is teaching them how to pee off all the fucking like little poop residue on the side of the toilet bowl.
It's a communal service.
If you don't teach that, you're a bad dad.
I mean, you
bad dad.
probably figure that out on your own, though.
I didn't know
until I was 24.
I didn't know until I was a grown-ass man and watched a YouTube video on it. I had no idea. I'm just like, I should probably aim my pee stream away from this poop stain.
Yeah,
and,
obviously.
Not gonna do anything.
I was.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on. Pike 254, Woven Twigs.
Released on March 3rd, 2017, just 3 days after Coop Erstown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the art on this one.
That's
pretty
cool.
cool. Pretty cool.
It's divvied up into 9 different tracks called Twig 1 through 9.
Yeah.
And much like a bunch of the Pikes that are divvied up into a bunch of the tracks of the same name, it's kind of one continuous song.
Yeah.
And it's very frantic. Moves all over the place.
Yeah, it really does move all over the place. This one's probably my favorite one this week.
Probably me too. It's really fucking
Yeah,
cool.
this was my favorite. It actually kicks off with a very sort of Pantera-y sort of vibe thing going on.
It gave me like Black Label Society kind of vibes. Like that kind of like I'm not being pejorative here, but like dumb stoner biker drinking metal, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, it makes you want to punch someone in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Grr."
I will be pejorative here, and it's music for stupid people, categorically.
Yeah, that's why I like
all
it.
of them. Fucking,
like me.
Fucking clown
Dumb.
I'm
music.
stupid.
Yeah, I'm dumb as fuck.
Yeah, this is the fucking anthem to Clown Town.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Love Clown Town.
The what was it? Was it called Twig? The song
Woven
Twig.
Twigs.
Yeah, there was one in there. I don't know what it is. It's around like 20 minutes in. It's got hand claps.
Yeah, there are some hand claps. I don't know if are they authentic? I think they're just keyboard hand claps.
I think they're keyboard, but still,
still hand claps.
It's a nice little touch.
Occasionally, he has had hand claps here and there. It's pretty rare. A lot of the time, sometimes he'll do like the 808 hand claps, but these did sound a little more just like non-808.
Yamaha, like $200 keyboard.
Yeah,
clap.
like a sampled hand clap, not a single clap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we love that. We love that. But it was pretty
cool.
Do.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
There was a lot of different elements on here. Obviously, a lot of shredding, but a lot of fucking riffs.
Yeah, Twig 7 had some cool moments, like a lot of like shreddy and riffy moments. And the last riff in the last song
so
is like this chuggy riff that's just pretty fun. It's like pretty headbanging.
Yeah, it made me go.
I was like, all right.
I was smoking some weed. I'm like,
I was doing the same thing. I was
you smoke weed too, Spenser?
What?
How
have we never smoked weed together? Let's smoke weed, dude.
Wait. Let me reconcile this. You smoke weed and do a podcast on Buckethead?
Nobody would
never mixed the two.
No, really, that was straight out of left field.
Yeah, straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Okay. Say the next line, word for word.
No, I'm not gonna.
It's like a COD lobby in here.
All right.
You should be shooting people in Iraq.
Yeah, there we go. That's more American. Hell yeah. This one's pretty solid. Have y'all ever eaten like twigs or bark or like just
that's seriously your question?
Yeah.
I feel like this is more of a confession than a question, Spenser. Tell us about the time you ate twigs and bark.
Well, I'm vegan, so that's what I eat for every meal.
Yeah. Well, I went to Southeast Asia and technically ate bark. That's I ate a dog joke.
Jesus Christ. Well,
It's all the same once it's cooked.
there you go.
That's true. I have authentically eaten horse, and you know what? Pretty good.
Hey, we eat kangaroos here, and they're bloody on the emblem of the whole country. It's like you guys having bald eagles for dinner. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've also had alligator. Alligator's okay. I had an alligator burger. There used to be a place here in Seattle that had
it was by my old house.
Yeah, it had like 32 different types of meat for your burger. And I went there, I had like 2 of them, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I had a venison one that was actually really good, and then the fucking, the alligators are fine.
That's too many meats.
Yeah, that's too many meats. What are we doing?
You know, that's what I said when I got bukkakeed, but I was wrong.
You're wrong. There were more meats. There could be more meats.
Just enough. They called me Tony
33 would have been
Baloney.
better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rocky Bukkake is what they call me, because I always make a comeback. And they also call me Apollo Seed.
What?
I don't know, I'm riffing and I'm killing, brother.
Oh my god. Okay, Rocky Bukkake and Apollo Seed is the name of the episode.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, that was pretty good. See, that's what happens when you ask questions, Britt. You ask questions, you get answers.
You do. Speaking of answers, Pike 255, the answer to the question, what is it called? Answer,
Abominable Snow Scalp. Which is just really fun to say.
That is the raddest goddamn name I've
so good.
So good.
Released on March 9th, 2017, just 6 days after Woven Twigs, the previous Pike.
Yeah, look at that.
He doesn't fuck about, does he?
No, he just cranks them out. He be cranking it every day.
He be cranking it hard.
Cranking it hard.
Him and Dan Monty just sit in a room together in front of a computer and crank.
Crank that Soldier Boy.
Oh yeah, they crank 2, starring Jason Statham.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Crank high voltage, really.
Yes.
You know.
It's Jason. That's the one where he has to fuck people to keep his heart going.
Yeah,
that's totally. Also in the first one.
Yeah.
I watched the first one recently. It's so good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
It knows exactly what it is.
Dude, the second one is so bad.
No, it's so good. It knows exactly what it is. The first and second crank, I would put on the same level as like Ghost Rider 2 in terms of we know this is ridiculous and we're going to make it as dumb as fucking possible.
Yeah. Strap in.
I love that. It knows how dumb it is.
Like literally strapped in.
It doesn't undermine intelligence because it knows it's as fucking dumb as I am.
I wanted to say like when it got to Crank 6 and it's basically just him on a raping spree.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Jason Statham, serial rapist. Crank 3.
Wow.
I like the idea where he's got. I like the idea.
Music by R. Kelly.
What if he's like trying to constantly maintain an erection or something? So he's like stuffing stuff in his butt, and he's sounding
just he props it with a chopstick, just sticks it.
He's just got a splint. He's got a splint on it the whole time.
Mm-hmm. He's got like
just jamming his flaccid cock in anything just to keep his heart going.
Yeah, he's got like two jumper cables attached to his nipples and a car battery strapped to his back.
Yeah.
Man, that's a movie.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what the people want.
He just has a fleshlight on his dick the entire film.
So this Abominable Snow Scalp.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of movies, I was honestly thinking when I was listening to it, I'm like, it seems like the backing music for a really good '90s action movie.
I could see that. Yeah, Yeah, this stuff is pretty soundtracky.
It is.
I was like, imagine if the fucking hit 1993 Sylvester Stallone movie Cliffhanger.
Oh fuck! What a
had been overdubbed with this, just the entire film.
Just remove
any audio from Cliffhanger and just put this over the top.
Yeah, Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Dude, Cliffhanger slaps.
Dude, it's so... John
John
Lithgow is the villain.
fucking people up in the
John
mountains.
Lithgow is the star of that film. He's so fucking
God
good.
damn it, he's so good.
Like, John Lithgow is a madman in a helicopter is the best casting anyone's ever done.
It's pretty
fucking amazing. This guy's got range.
Yeah. Like,
he can be bad. He can be in a helicopter. Wow.
Yeah.
Terms of endearment, baby.
Hell yeah.
What, didn't he have Bigfoot in his house at one point?
Harry and the Hendersons, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Season 4 of Dexter plays a fucking
Oh,
serial
fucking
killer.
no.
Yeah.
He killed his wife.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I heard that, speaking of Harry, I heard that Harry was a genre of porn, but unfortunately it didn't have a kind Bigfoot in it.
Yeah, I'll just let that one hang out there like a big old diarrhea pile.
Like a big old Harry Dong.
Yeah.
Harry and the Dongersons.
That's pretty good. Kinda.
Yeah.
No, not really. I'm grasping at straws here. Back to
You're
Abominable...
grasping at dongs,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Back. Speaking of...
Bigfoot dicks.
Yeah, I definitely am. Big Fubukkake, baby.
Oh,
Back
nice.
to Abominable Snow Scalp, which is what I call it when I get glazed with cum all over my hair.
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah. What else would you call it, right?
Yeah, it's
I
more
don't
the cum-abominable Snow Scalp.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
First song is weird in my opinion. Literally halfway through the song, it just like turns into a different song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
he
it
got
gets-
bored.
Yeah, it gets really
Yeah,
soft and like turns into a totally separate groove, which is cool. And like he
Yeah.
starts playing the nylon string at that point, but I'm just like make it a separate song, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's soundtracky, because it's like he's watching the scenes change, and he's gone, oh,
Yeah,
fuck, John
okay, I can
Lithgow's
see
here in a
that.
helicopter now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dropped his fucking stupid bitch girlfriend off a cliff.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
everything is like, oh, he's got to,
God,
he's got to
if
change
only I could break up with people that way, right? I need a
You can
helicopter.
do
Throw
it.
him off the
You
helicopter.
can do
I
it.
need a helicopter.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to go slacklining across the Alps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first, we got to ride in a helicopter to get there. Didn't your ex-wife die in a helicopter accident? It was a freak accident. We take so many more precautions now. That can never happen again.
Listen, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident, but you don't you don't see me disrespecting fucking Kobe, do you? Fucking no.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, there's still people slam dunking.
fucking A, yeah, come on, get out of here. Fucking, they're still playing the Lakers are still around. Come on, get out of here,
Yeah. Come on.
you dummy. Track 2, Fluorescence. It's cool melodic, soundtracky alt metal.
Also a cool name.
Yeah, real short, concise, amazing guitar runs.
Yeah,
really
some
short,
really
concise,
shreddy stuff.
super cool.
Yeah, super.
This is a moment where Sylvester Stallone's lady friend gets brought into the movie,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Mm,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Lithgow, he finds out who she is.
yeah.
Yeah.
He used this woman to manipulate Cliffman.
Mhm.
Die
Yeah,
hard on a
Sly, who
cliff.
he doesn't want to go on the mountain ever again.
Nah. He's gonna save everybody
Yeah.
because he lost that guy. He dropped him. He let him fall.
Yeah.
He was like, "No!" And, like the guy, he fell, but now he's back. He's back on the mountain. Why is he climbing the mountain? Sylvester Stallone is climbing the mountain.
John Lithgow will make you do that.
That's true.
You know, it's
Yeah.
really false advertising that Cliffhanger ends so definitively.
No sequel?
No sequel. No sequel bait. It would have.
Yeah.
How tight would it have been if Cliffhanger, like at the end of the movie, like Sylvester Stallone finds John Lithgow and they like get in a battle and Lithgow gets punched off the edge and then he like grabs Sylvester Stallone's leg and then he's like falling down and he grabs onto the cliff and it shows him like barely hanging on and he kicks John Lithgow off and then cut to black and it ends. It ends on a cliffhanger where he's hanging from a cliff.
But I feel like John Lithgow needed to die in the end of the film, so replace John Lithgow in that situation with John Ratzenberger, who played Cliff Clavin on Cheers. In that way, the cliffhanger, that makes sense finally. Because it doesn't make sense in context of the movie.
It's a cliff hanging on.
No, but it'd be an amazing thing because you'd get that applause, in Marvel movies now when a new character turns up and people applaud in the movie.
Or whenever
if you had Cliff from Cheers turn up, the fucking standing ovation in the cinema.
I fucking cheer for that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, hey, Sylvester Stallone, me and Ma will save you. And then cut to black. Credits roll.
Holy shit! What's gonna happen in the next one?
After credit scene, like they both walk into Cheers together.
Yeah,
and Sam's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, the CCU, the Cheers Cliffhanger Cinematic Universe. CCCU. C-cubed-U.
I think that's the credit union I use.
Yeah, we'd watch it. Everything exists in the metaverse now. I mean, it means everything can be added to anything. So, like, you could...
nothing means anything, and everything means nothing.
You can have the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the first Jurassic Park movie.
Which is, coincidentally, what we call Donald Trump. T-Rex.
We could have T-Rex.
As we mentioned earlier.
We could have anthropomorphic Donald Trump dinosaurs show up in Back to the Future 5.
Yes.
And that could happen, and it would be fine.
Wasn't Biff already Donald Trump?
Yeah, he was
in Back to the Future too.
He was Donald Trump.
He literally was Donald Trump.
So canonically, it would make sense to bring him in.
True. Yeah, that would be interesting.
As a dinosaur.
A true anon, that is.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Where we go one, we go
all. Don't say that. Why'd I put my fist up? I don't agree.
Just reflex.
Yeah.
I'm in solidarity with you, brother, even though you're dead shit wrong.
Hashtag QAnon ally.
Oh, yeah.
Drain the swamp.
QAnon
the swamp.
Drain the swamp.
You don't see any QAnon apologists. It's people who believe in it or, like, that's batshit. You don't go...
Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you don't find people who are like... Well, I don't really believe in QAnon, but the people who, like, believe in it, totally reasonable people.
Yeah, child sacrificing pedophiles that drink the blood of children. I don't believe it, but, if you want to believe that, that's okay.
It's your right.
My neighbor Paul, he's been following the moves of the satanic pedophile elite for a long time. Mm-hmm. And, that's his life. That's his hobby. And I support that. That's okay. He's an all right guy.
As Paul McCartney said, you live and let die. You live and let die.
Paul, he really thinks that Paul's one of those guys too, Yeah. But I don't know.
Yep. Real Paul.
That's a real person.
That's definitely a real person.
Somewhere in Middle America.
Track 4 is actually a real pluriverse, is the track name.
That's a cool.
Kind of a softer, spacier song. Real nice melodic alt metal. Pleasant song, pleasant enough. Track 5, though, awesome. Crater Ridge.
Yeah.
It's a super diverse, weird-ass song, and in my opinion, almost a pike unto itself.
It's got some bouncy riffs.
It's got a lot of different stuff. It goes a lot of place. It moves from shred to, like, weird funk metal, and halfway through, like, transitions, not just turns into a different song like the first track, but transitions into a hauntingly beautiful nylon string piece. Mm-hmm. And it's fucking cool. It's a really cool song altogether. This is my track of the week, I'd say.
Wow.
Track 5, Crater Ridge from Abominable Snow Scalp.
Fuck, that's such a good name.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Has anybody here ever been to a mountain before?
No.
Yeah,
I've never seen them.
I went to the top of Mount Titmus.
What?
I like that.
Well, tell us about that mountain. What's that mountain?
It's in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's pretty fucking high.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. There's snow and shit up there.
Tight.
Sick.
That rocks. That rocks.
It was cool. It's right near the Matterhorn.
Oh,
nice.
yeah. That's a big famous mountain.
Yeah. It's like if you can't afford to go to the Matterhorn, you go to Titmus.
There you go.
Okay.
And also...
A poor man's Matterhorn.
Yeah, it's also like, do you pick the one that has Matt in the name or Tit?
Yeah, obviously Tit.
True,
right?
yeah.
Come on.
Go to the Tit.
Well, but at the same time, I might go for the former just so I can do my Austin Powers impression and go, do I make you mad or horny, baby?
Yeah, that is a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, truly.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I flew all the way to goddamn Europe
Sorry,
for
dog.
28 hours.
Sorry, dog. You fucked up.
Yeah. God damn it. It just started the longest flight in the world, actually, which is a direct flight from Sydney to either London or Paris, direct.
Wow. Yeah, that's probably, 20 hours, something like that?
It's 25 hours.
Wow.
Holy
Straight.
Over a full day. That sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah.
The longest plane
But
trip.
you know what sucks more? Is flying for like 9 hours to Bangkok, stopping, getting off the plane for 4 hours, getting back on a plane, flying to Dubai, getting off for 6 hours, getting back on, flying another 7 hours to Paris, and then getting off. That fucking sucks.
Well,
That sounds bad.
At least you got off at the end.
Hey.
I got off everywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Bangkok,
I got off in Dubai. I got off in
Dubai, Paris. I'm getting off.
Coming in bathrooms all around the world.
Yeah, it's on my vlog. Yeah, you can watch it.
Publicrestroomcomes.com.
Yeah. Chibbs is coming everywhere.
Airportstation.com.
Yeah. It's all just really close to my face, but you know what's going on.
Stalls.
Yeah.
That's our next Klingon-only Trek podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, that rocks. We had some good pikes this week.
Yeah, great week for pikes, actually.
Solid week for
I
pikes.
appreciate you having me on for those pikes.
It was totally on accident.
Better
totally
pikes,
on
right?
accident.
I'm telling no.
We didn't.
You fucked me completely the last time.
That's
Well,
true.
that was on.
You knew what was
purpose.
coming.
This one was totally on accident. We didn't. We accidentally did you a solid. Sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, you're welcome.
yeah,
Whatever. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. You want to go on a journey with me, dudes? Let's do it.
Statements from the Bucket
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! Look at that! Look at that! We're in the Bucket Void. We're reading YouTube comments, baby. The Bucket Void is now the Arby's bathroom, by the way. There's a bunch of shit in that toilet behind the iPad.
But they thought ahead when designing the Arby's and put a toilet, a built-in toilet extension.
Yeah, they
like
did.
you can just hook a hose extension to the wall, and just blast it with clean water.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not in
to.
Flint, Michigan, in that case, the water's dirtier than the butt.
Smart.
Speaking of dirtier than the butt, Titan Forest says 10 months ago, I realize it is pretty off topic, but does anybody know a good website to stream new series online?
Yeah, Pornhub.com.
Yes, Pornhub.com.
Pornhub.com.
Pornhub.com. Yeah, that's
good series, multiple series every day.
Yeah. New content every day for your viewing and consumption pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Bucket says 5 years ago, 284 albums, each one roughly 30 minutes, sometimes longer. 30 times 284, 8,520. That's 142 hours.
Okay, great. Like, last I checked, I think Buckethead had like 272 hours in his discography, so...
Yeah, it's a lot.
Cool. Like,
think about how much
someone's already done the math, Bucket, and that person is me, unfortunately.
Yeah, think about how much time we're using of our lives.
It took me
to do this.
It actually didn't take me that long because I just exported a bunch of stuff to fucking Excel and added them together. It worked out pretty easy.
Yeah. No, I mean like the time we're wasting listening to Buckethead and doing a Buckethead podcast for it.
I mean, do you believe in anything anymore? Like, I feel like this isn't any more worthless than anything else. We're just we're jerking off into the wind, and the cum's getting somewhere. You know.
Speaking of,
I mean, what's time? What is time?
Yeah,
time is jerking off into the wind. That's what I'm saying.
In the fucking multiverse of madness.
Yeah. There you go.
Doesn't exist.
For me, it's the multiverse of sadness. But
speaking of multiverse of sadness, YouTube user MT Space says 5 years ago, nope, Imagine you could travel back in time and look into the minds of guitar legends like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Stevie Ray Vaughan, etc. when they were in their prime or alive. That is what Buckethead is showing us. Every couple of days I get to listen to what a true master is up to. Sometimes the pike hits me, sometimes not. More often there is something in a new pike that just blows me away. Buckethead is sharing his inner musical thoughts with the world. No one else does this. No one else
shares their musical thoughts. Never.
You can keep your polished turds from other guitar players. Thank you, Buckethead, for sharing your gift with us. In a world of confused people, bereft of purpose, you found your one true calling. Very few people can say that. Wow.
Okay. So, I mean...
No, a lot of people can.
You know, if I could travel back in time and look into the eyes of Eric Clapton, I'd tell him to close the window so we wouldn't have to ever listen to fucking Tears in Heaven. Ever.
Oh, my God.
Ever. I'd be like, listen, fucking check on your son. Call your fucking ex-wife and tell her to close the goddamn window.
Close the goddamn window.
Because Eric Clapton Unplugged makes me want to unplug my life support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've saved that one for you guys as well. We're not doing,
Thank you.
We're not
Thank
doing
you.
Tears in Heaven until we can take that up.
I'm so excited.
That I will spoiler alert, that is one of my least favorite songs of all time.
It's fucked.
No, like I played a fool and actually secretly loved How to Save a Life by The Fray.
Yeah, you goof.
You
gosh
goofed on
darn
y'all.
goof.
I talked shit the whole episode. I'm like, I actually fucking love this shit. It gets me
That's
hard.
our entire podcast. We've figured this out over 300 episodes, is that most of these songs we all fucking love.
Right?
That
You have some
doesn't stop you
bangers.
shitting on it for an hour. Yeah.
It's fun to talk shit on things you love, though. You know, that's
totally
why we have a Star
It's
Trek
easier
podcast.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great,
and that's the idea behind the Star Trek thing, honestly, more than anything else. It's just that we love Star Trek, and so it's fun to, like, talk shit about it and also, you know, just, like, talk about it.
But you wouldn't know anything about it if you didn't like it.
For
So
sure.
Exactly,
you can make more fun about things you know about.
Right.
So it makes more sense that the more you like it, the more fucking ammo you have to shit on it.
That's true.
Right, which is, I mean, great explanation of why I make fun of Spenser.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
I mean, it's because I love you, you dumb piece of shit.
Speaking of dumb pieces of shit, YouTube user Nico T says 1 year ago in 2 comments back to back, some folks like pop music, some folks like Buckethead. And then followed it up later, and where's the dancing girls? No girls listen to Buckethead, buddy.
Excuse me.
One girl listens to Buckethead.
There's a professional dancing girl who listens to Buckethead who I think we should task Chibbs with trying to go see a professional Buckethead dancer because they live pretty near you.
If I have.
Pretty near you.
If I have.
Model extraordinaire, Cody Cooper, lives down in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne? Melbourne?
I can do that.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Yeah. Melbourne.
There we go. I gotta remember that U and that R. Nah.
No.
Not really there.
No.
You want to get the Australian accent down, take most of the vowels, consonants, everything out, and then you pretty much get it.
Yeah, it's like they call Mel Brooks Mel Books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Books.
Speaking of Mel Brooks, YouTube user One Tanker says 3 months ago edited, "Don't you dare say anything about Buckethead that isn't drooling and bootlicking, or the ravenous, immature fanboys will attack you. They have no use for opinions other than theirs. I love a lot of music, but dislike a lot. So far out of the 230 plus Pikes and 17 albums as well. The volume is too much. People will say, just listen to the Pikes you like. Okay, but I have to go through over 300 albums to know what I like or dislike. And by then, I can't remember what was good or bad out of any of these songs." You should take notes, bro.
And this was only 3 months ago. You know what? Don't take notes. Listen to our podcast, you dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, you stupid piece of fucking ass.
And we only say that because we love you, you dumb bitch motherfucker.
Yeah.
You fucking
Get
cunt.
it through your head and ass. Just listen to the podcast. We'll tell you what's good.
I love having an authentic Australian on our podcast so someone can say the hard C. Because in America, we're not allowed to do that.
No, it doesn't go over well.
That's seen as like purely misogynistic here. But in Britain and maybe 2 other colonies, you can say that, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's just like their word. That's fine."
Yeah. These hooligans out there, they can just,
These hard C words are just having a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we love that. That's great.
That's
great.
It's the best.
Australian privilege. You gotta love
really.
it.
Yeah, that's right.
James L. Hoffa says 5 years ago, random question, is the title referring to Alice Cooper's sports bar and grill in Arizona, Cooperstown?
I hope so.
I have to hope so.
So I'd love to imagine Jimmy Hoffa, leader of the Teamsters in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Didn't actually die, but is instead just fucking
Buckethead YouTube.
Buckethead YouTube. That's what he's doing now. He's not in a fucking like concrete coffin, but instead he's just really into Buckethead, just hanging out, doing his own thing.
It's like the original illusionist.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh yeah.
Disappeared.
Truly. Yeah. He is the original Houdini, or so we call him.
He used his illusionist, if you will.
There you go. Yeah.
Well.
Yes, Guns N' Roses. Ramon says 5 years ago, Donald Duck, Trump? This pike is a masterpiece. I love you to pieces, Buckethead. Thank you.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, Donald Duck, Trump?
I love the umlaut over the A.
Yeah.
What?
Fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Rich's Pizza Party says 5 years ago, I can't keep up. Probably talking about erectile dysfunction.
I was going to say, yeah, get some fucking Cialis, brother.
Or some like Rhino 69 or whatever from the...
Rhino XL 69X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can get that from the...
You use one of those crank options.
Yeah.
Crank 2, starring Jason Statham.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You strap stuff to your nips and tips, get everything. Hey, Chibbs, let me ask you a question. Okay, so up here, there's a thing where, like, if you go to a gas station, they're, like, behind the counter, they sell these, like, weird, like, off-brand boner pills from, like, Asia and shit. You got those down there?
No.
What? You don't have gas station boner pills?
You don't have gas station boner pills?
No.
Another question. Do you have truck stops in Australia?
Yeah.
I mean, like giant gas stations where like trucks spend the night, and they've got like maybe a restaurant, and, like maybe some showers and shit. Yeah. Okay, they do have that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but no boner pills.
That's strange to me, especially since I feel like trucking can't be that big of a thing around there. Since like,
Australia's huge, dude. They gotta get stuff.
Yeah, but like 75% of the population lives within like 100 square miles in the southeast.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's on the coast, so I mean, there's trucks that drive like from one side of the country to the other.
That's the thing is, there's like 2 big cities on the complete other side of the country, and then everyone else lives in that one area. In the same way,
everywhere else.
I guess it's like Alaska because
everyone else is fucked.
Yeah, it's like Alaska because everyone lives in one central area, and to get anywhere else fucking sucks.
It takes forever and it sucks.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason why no one's there.
Yeah. It's the reason we moved away. We hate trucking.
Yeah. two reasons we moved away. Hate trucking, love fucking. Yeah.
There you go. Hang dong and shocker, baby. Speaking of which, YouTube user William Halgam says 2 years ago in a truly incredible comment, saw a video years ago with BH and Guns GNR. Thought, who is this clown? 5 months I discovered the clown is beautiful.
Dude's got a clown fetish. That's a big thing now.
5 months I discovered the clown is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
John Wayne Gacy was very clowny.
That's true. He also thought clowns were beautiful.
Yeah, he was.
And also eating people.
Yeah, more like John Wayne gay with young boys. Am I right?
Hey-oh.
Yeah, moving on.
Got him.
Moving on.
Can I have that bit? It's my next stand-up.
Please. As long as it doesn't come stateside, you're all good.
Yeah. You can get away with a lot more down there.
Keep it down there.
Mm-hmm. YouTube user Danny Cron says 5 years ago, God damn! I don't like to use that word much, but just damn! This level of creativity and skill is far, far beyond what mere mortal men/women. This is already turning into a fave pike, and I haven't even finished listening to it yet. I dig what he's doing. More overdubs, it seems, with his recent pikes, but damn, the skills, man! How the fuck does a mind contain all that and not go absolutely batshit in the belfry? Who cares? I love it. Love it.
Okay,
I love how passionate that is.
So the question, how the fuck does a mind contain all that and not go absolutely batshit in the belfry?
Bro, you're talking about a dude that wears a mask and a KFC chicken bucket on his head and has for like 50 years.
You're talking about the only man, a man who has only ever given one interview out of character to his psychiatrist.
Yes.
That's it. And he put a DMCA out on that. Took it down from the internet. Like, the dude,
he's got it all. He's got it together.
He's got
his belfry is a bat.
Yeah. Speaking of bats, I listened to "Bark at the Moon" today by Ozzy Osbourne. It came on autoplay when I was listening. I put on Billy Idol's "Flesh for Fantasy" because I was hanging out with a friend and she was like, "It's a nice day for a barbecue," and I was like, "It's a nice day for a white wedding." And then, of course, I was like, "Man, I gotta listen to Billy Idol later." So I put on "Flesh for Fantasy," which is obviously the best Billy Idol song. And then, I auto-played "Bark at the Moon" after, and I was like, "That's a great choice for a song." And then I listened to "Bark at the Moon," and you know what? That song fucking slaps. It's really good. That's my story. All right.
Old Ozzy, what he was doing, eh?
Yeah. What?
Is that pre or post strangling his wife?
Wait, who strangled whose wife? What?
Ozzy
Osbourne did.
strangled his wife. You don't know
no, yeah, right. Sorry. I believe that was post, because we're back to 1985 again, because I'm pretty sure that's when Bark at the Moon came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There we go. Full circle.
I strangled.
Yeah.
Bark at the Moon, coincidentally, is what they call dinner in Southeast Asia.
Chris Bisson says 5 years ago, "The man is pure genius."
Yes.
I love it when people misspell genius.
Yeah, me too.
It's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Genius.
Well,
maybe it's like Star Trek.
One of the funniest words to misspell.
Yeah.
Okay. Move on.
YouTube user Name Not Found says 5 years ago, "I have a theory. Buckethead is God. Think about it. Have you ever seen Bucket and God together at the same time?"
Yeah, dude, just take enough acid. Come on, man.
There you
do
go.
what the rest of us do.
Dude, put on a playlist of all the pikes, drop some fucking acid. There you go. You're going to see Bucket and God at the same place, my dude.
We love it.
I mean, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him.
We
Thank God all the time.
Well, yeah.
If you need me to send you some acid, just send me your address.
Peter Smirnoff says 5 years ago, "As it so happens, I'm listening to Abominable Snow Scalp as East Syracuse, New York is being hit by the worst snowstorm since way back in 1993. But Buckethead's musical genius manages to light up even the coldest and darkest days in my life, which is exactly what's happening now."
So I actually remember this storm. I wasn't there, but my brother lived in Boston at the time. This was the nor'easter 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
My dad was visiting at the time, and they got trapped in his building for like 4 days.
What?
Because it snowed so much, no one could open the front door.
What?
It was
just snow. Fucking dig through it.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like no one could get out of the building to dig through it, and like the whole city was shut down for days. So,
fucking
I mean, and also Boston snow is wet as fuck. It sucks.
Snow sucks.
It's not like Alaska snow where you can just scoop it with a shovel
I hate
easily.
snow.
Like fucking wet snow is like, when you scoop it up with a shovel, that's like 70 pounds of snow. It's insane.
Buck, yeah.
It's impossible to toss over your shoulder unless you're a brute.
Hell yeah.
I've seen snow like twice in my life.
Dude, that fucking rocks.
I know.
You, dude.
Fuck snow. Snow's
Snow
the worst.
legitimately
Although
sucks.
I will say, like 3 years ago, it snowed like a foot on Christmas Eve here, and then like it melted within 2 days, and it was perfect. That's the only time you ever want snow, is on Christmas Eve, all the way through Christmas, and then it melts, and everything's sick.
That's what you
It's
want.
so good.
So you want a white Christmas?
You know what's even better?
You want what's?
You have fucking Christmas in summer. Like a
yeah, that's so crazy, dude. Y'all got the
go to the beach.
Yeah,
you just go to the beach.
Yeah, but
drink tin, and fucking go surfing.
Yeah,
that's kind of tight though. Like that sounds good. Like I could, you know what, Britt? Let's spend Christmas in Australia one of these days. You want to do it?
Yeah, come and do Christmas at my house.
Dude, fuck
I'm
yeah.
totally down.
Dude, my birthday is Christmas Eve.
It is.
Oh, even better.
Right?
Been Christmas hungover.
Yeah, I've done that more than my fair share, actually. One year, you were actually, when you came over to my house and you gave me an edible, it was like a lollipop that had weed in it.
Yeah.
And you and I were like drinking like Goldschlager drinks.
Yeah.
And like you left, I ate the edible hit me, and I drank a bunch of Goldschlager. If you don't know what Goldschlager is, it's like a cinnamon flavored whiskey or something.
I think it's like a cinnamon schnapps.
Cinnamon schnapps, yeah.
With gold flakes
it has
in it.
gold flakes in
disgusting.
it. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
No, it's not.
Anyways, I got so drunk that I went to take a shit, and then I passed out on the toilet, and my girlfriend at the time thought I was dead, so she broke the door down to get into the bathroom to see that I was just like covered in my own shit and vomit and passed out on the toilet.
Happy birthday to you.
This was my birthday. And so then she got mad at me and locked me out of the bedroom that we shared because and she was like, you got to take a shower before you can come in here. And I was like, okay.
No kidding.
And so then I took a shower and she let me in. And then I was so fucking hungover the next day. And she was so mad at me all day. And I was like, she like bought me like presents and shit. And I was like so hungover. I was like, I don't care about the presents. I just want to lay down. Like I'm so fucking hungover. And she was so mad. It was funny.
I'm so glad I was a part of that.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I know. I love that. Cheers to me.
Yeah, cheers to you. YouTube user Mr. C5150 says 2 years ago edited, holy fucking what the fuck? Headless reflection, holy fucking what the fuck? Fuck! I think I just got lifted out of my body.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
have a moment. I love that he edited it and it's still a fucking mess.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I love this.
That guy's going through other things in his life other than pikes.
Yeah. He might be suffering in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fan of Van Halen, so he's suffered a lot in his life.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Van Halen makes their fans suffer.
They do.
Is it wrong of me to say that I fucking hate Van Halen?
No, that's not wrong.
That's fair.
Like I mean, you gotta like
no.
There are talent like Eddie Van Halen's a good guitarist.
No, fuck him. I'm glad he's dead.
Me too. He was a crazy piece of shit meth addict, but you know, credit where credit's due. He did help revolutionize like metal guitar.
Okay,
Mate, I would have figured out how to tap it eventually.
Chibbs, what song do you hate the most? Is it Jump? Is it probably
No, it's
Jump?
Panama.
Yeah.
It's Panama. It's Panama.
No,
It's Panama.
It's Jump.
Wait.
No, Jump is the one I hate the most.
Obviously. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that was my introduction to Van Halen as well.
Sure. Yeah.
And then when that's your introduction, you're like, no, fuck this band. I hate them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But speaking of fuck this band, I love them. The worst segue ever.
You're more of like a Wolfgang fan.
Oh, no.
I liked him in Wolfgang joints.
Yeah. The Wolfgang Van Halen era, I feel like Van Halen really like one of their stronger eras.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's it called when you like show favor to, when you have like a position in power and you show favor to your family?
Sexual harassment.
Nepotism. I'm not a fan of the nepotism in the Van Halen band, though. Too much nepotism.
I mean, I love how you go after fucking Van Halen, but you haven't said word fucking one on the Partridge Family, you dumb bitch.
All right, fair. Speaking of which, it's time for our favorite commenter, dudes. Let's do it.
Oh, here we go.
Master of the shift key, a bucket bot divine. Commenter extraordinaire, it's time for Jordan Vine.
Oh my god. Are you ready for this one? You're going to need to help me, Britt. Jordan Vine, our favorite YouTube commenter, says 4 years ago, 3 thumbs down. What the flying fuck? Disgrace to music!
Whoa, was he saying this about Buckethead?
No, 3 thumbs down. So 3 people thumbs down to the video.
Oh, got it. Okay, so it definitely needed to be a semicolon here.
Yeah.
Because these are
punctuation
two
was
separate
off.
clauses here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mutual clauses, and so 3 thumbs down is its own idea on which what the flying fuck is contingent on.
Correct. This is
bad grammar, Jordan Vine.
This is a confusing one if you don't know Jordan Vine. Jordan Vine is an endless fan of Buckethead. He does not hate on the bucket. He does not hate on the bucket.
Okay.
Jordan Vine says 4 years ago, this is beyond fucking incredible. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Cool.
Beyond.
It's like beyond meat.
So you're gonna help me read this one, Britt. This is gonna be a lot. Jordan Vine says 4 years ago, in a truly declarative statement of fact, Buckethead is the greatest player of the guitar to be played by human being. Fuck the others. Don't get me wrong, they're all amazing, but they're nowhere near as good as Buckethead. Agree or disagree, I don't care. I just believe he's the greatest guitarist to ever play the instrument. That one's good because it holds you till the very end.
I
practiced that?
Just the last 3. No, that was we've done this for the past year together.
Bro, 85 episodes. We're losing our minds, dude.
No, we're becoming the same mind and losing it together.
There you go.
That's right. We've done 300 episodes of our podcast, and I'm still get confused as to where I am.
Yeah, I feel that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got one more Jordan Vine, okay?
Yes.
You ready for this, Britt? It's gonna be a lot. Jordan Vine says 4 years ago, I know fuck all about the technicalities of playing the guitar because I'm not a guitarist or musician. I just love the way he plays it, and I believe he's the best at doing that.
Wait, hold up. This Jordan Vine doesn't play guitar and is not a musician.
Yeah, we found out like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and we're like,
it's like
what?
mind blowing.
No, he talked about it. He doesn't know for sure, technically, if Buckethead's the best guitar player, but he knows and believes in his heart. He has the faith of the heart.
Yeah, like the
like Star Trek Enterprise.
Song.
Yeah.
It's been a long road, shredding from there to here.
Bucket's a long road.
Good on Jordan Vine for the conviction, I guess.
He is a devout believer. So, Chibbs, you worked in a music store. You know this better than most people. No one who listens to Buckethead doesn't play guitar.
Right?
Like, that's not a thing.
I don't know. No, it doesn't. That doesn't exist. Like, he's an outlier.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's like a LeBron James or a Tiger Woods.
Exactly.
He's the Kobe Bryant of commenting on Buckethead.
Yeah, rape included.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Listen, not proven, accused rape, potential rape.
Yeah.
Also, Jordan Vine hasn't commented in several years, so we assume he also died in a helicopter accident.
No.
Oh,
he died. Sorry, not died. No. He commented while we were still doing the Bucketcast. He commented in 2020.
That's right.
Like,
he did.
So
kind of recently.
He's 22, Spencer. He's dead.
Straight up. Like,
probably.
He died before Kobe. He probably died with Kobe. He's probably Kobe's daughter.
He was probably the pilot.
That would make sense.
That would
make the most sense to me.
Wow.
It makes sense that he was distracted by a pike and ran into a mountain.
Yeah, that does make sense.
The pilot was like, "Whoa, this is a fucking crazy part."
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Okay.
Having name flashbacks.
That's all we got for the Jordan Vide.
Jordan
Okay, last but not least, probably least actually. I didn't actually organize these. So the last comment that we have today, YouTube user WTF says 2 weeks ago, always I listen to this beautiful song for every morning. I like it so much. I am from Colombia and I can say that I don't hear anybody listen this type of music.
Hell yeah. We love our Colombian brothers. Shout out to Enzo.
We do know Colombian.
We do know a fine Colombian, if you will.
Yeah.
As they say in the Steely Dan song, The Gaucho.
Cool. Hey.
The Cuervo Gold, the fine Colombian. No, wait, isn't that fucking Hey 19? You motherfucker, are you cutting me off on my Steely Dan rant?
Bro, you're getting cut off.
You fucking cut off a Dan rant? What the fuck?
Hey, we're going to see Steely Dan tomorrow. How do you feel about that? That's pretty exciting.
I feel great about that. That'll be my second time seeing Steely Dan. It's going to be awesome.
I'm really excited. It's going to be my first time seeing Steely Dan.
Yeah. First Dan.
Too bad what's his name is dead.
Walter Becker.
Dan.
Yeah.
Walter Becker.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. You were the best. If
you liked P a lot, I would say rest in piss. But that's just because you liked it. You know? You would probably want that if he was really into piss.
and you shouldn't get what you want in death.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, you should rest in it. You know, whatever it is you like a lot.
So, it's time for recommendations.
Yeah, right. I forgot. This is the segment of the show.
What would you like to recommend this week, Spencer?
Me? Okay.
Sure.
I actually have a big recommendation, something I'm actually feeling really passionate about. Okay, a bit of a follow-up. A few weeks ago, I recommended the Amazon Prime series, The Outlaws or The Outcasts or something.
Yeah, Outcasts.
Yeah, that show actually sucks. The first 2 episodes were fine, but then it actually got really shitty and stupid, and I stopped watching it.
Awesome, thanks for recommending it on our podcast.
But
so you have to keep up with our podcast to realize whether or not Spencer's wrong.
I mean,
that's a great perk to listening to our show.
That seems good. That seems fair. So
there's people on episode 3 that are just like, Spencer.
Yeah, there's a super fan out there who fucking watched the entire series in the last week, and they're like, man, that shit sucked. Spencer's an idiot. And they're watching this, and they're like,
yeah.
Okay, Spencer's an idiot, but in a different way.
Yeah. So to that end, I can recommend something that I've watched all of. Mm-hmm. Right. And I watched a show recently that is, I swear to God, the best show that I have seen in a really, really long time. It's on HBO Max, and it's called Tokyo Vice. And it is fucking awesome. It fucking slaps. I cannot recommend it harder enough. It's the visuals are incredible. It's all filmed in Tokyo. You get to see Tokyo in through the eyes of somebody visiting there. It follows this guy. His name is Jake Adelstein. He's the first non-Japanese person hired at a Japanese newspaper as a crime reporter.
Ah.
And so it's him like following the Yakuza and like trying to work at a Japanese newspaper as like a white dude.
I'll never see him coming.
Right. It's fucking wild. Like it is a hell of a show. I recommend it very, very highly. What's his name? There's an actor in there that I really, really like. And
Jackie Chan.
No, Ken Watanabe.
Oh.
Ken Watanabe is in there, and he's fucking awesome in it. He's super good. Like, cast is amazing. Acting's amazing. Visuals are amazing. Music is amazing. The music's like kind of like Breaking Bad. Like, it's like ambient, like techno kind of.
Yeah.
It's like super intense,
Like
super dark.
A fucking modular synth type stuff.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Yeah, it's really tight. Like, it is the best show I've seen in a long time. Highly recommended. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you have to recommend to us, Chibbs?
I'm going to recommend. It's an old movie, but it's one that I don't think has been seen by many Americans.
Oh,
Is it?
It's an Australian gangster film from the early 2000s. It was Heath Ledger's first movie.
Interesting.
Oh.
And it's called Two Hands.
Two Hands. Let me see if I
Two
have
Hands.
this, because I have
It's
one
got
of the most
It's got Heath Ledger,
comprehensive-
Brian Brown, Rose Byrne. It's like Rose Byrne, one of her first movies, Heath Ledger's first movie. He went and did 10 Things I Hate About You after this, but it's set in Sydney. It's like an underworld Australian. This is as realistic as an Australian underworld like movie can get, and it is fucking. It won every award that you can win here for a movie. And I don't think many Australian movies have been made better than this.
Nice.
It's fucking unbelievable. The director went on to make like massive Hollywood films and stuff. Like everyone broke it after this. Two Hands.
You know,
That sounds cool.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like any Australian films that I really like that aren't like just straight up
You
Ozploitation.
ever see Chopper?
I don't think so. I like some Ozploitation here and there, but that's all like, 80s B films and stuff. And it's
What
like,
about Mad Max?
I don't like
Yeah.
the first Mad Max. I mean, it's a cool concept, but the first movie is so boring. Road
If you
Warrior
want a
rocks
super dark-
and fucking
Another dark crime movie is Chopper, which is Eric Banner's
love
like
Eric.
breakout role.
Didn't I mention
So,
Eric Bana in the
when-
introduction, or was that last episode? That was last
I think that
episode.
was last episode.
It was.
So this is Eric Banner. Up until this point, was just a stand-up comedian, and he was on a skit show here, like a Saturday Night Live version. He was just a funny dude, and then he got this role as Chopper, it's a true story. It's based on this underworld figure in Melbourne called Mark Chopper Reed.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Is it CHOPPER or CHOPPA?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just
No, that's it.
I never know with Australians because Chopper.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
is that a hard R? I don't know.
Yeah. Mark Chopper Reed, he wrote a bunch of books while he was in prison.
Okay.
And they actually had to change the law here so that criminals couldn't profit from their crimes.
Nice.
Because he was making so much money from the books he was
Interesting.
releasing.
So they have a.
But they're all just true stories. He would kill like, mostly he became this sort of infamous dude because he would rob drug dealers rather than people, like he was robbing drug dealers and brothel owners and stuff like that. And he was a standover man, basically. But it's a wild fucking movie, and Eric Bana plays him, and it's exactly the fucking same as this dude. Like, yeah, Chopper.
Eric
Unbelievable.
Bana is definitely one of the better B film stars out there. We love Eric Bana. Like,
Yeah.
him, Ted Pryor. It's a short list of great B film actors out there.
Not John Lithgow. Hey.
Yeah. Jonathan Lithgow.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, there you go. Two Hands and Chopper.
Tight.
Two movies you should.
I'm
100
actually
You'd be able to get them somewhere.
legitimately interested in watching
Yeah,
both of
I
those.
don't have
That's
either
awesome.
of them,
Yeah.
which is very rare for a film someone
Yeah,
mentions.
you've got like what 12,000 movies now, something like that.
13,339.
Nice.
Or make it 41,
Oh,
mate.
I will,
Get
I
these
will.
ones.
I mean, I'm always ripping film. Like I am
Yeah.
the movie motherfucker.
You're the movie.
All right, you'll dig these
Speaking
movies.
of the movie, motherfucker, what you got to recommend, Britt?
Not a movie.
Uh-oh.
Instead, I got an album to recommend because guess what? Next week we're doing our May monthly music roundup.
Yeah, we are.
The one I think I'm going to probably recommend the most here, because I've only listened to 2 out of the 3 of them, is by a Chinese prog metal band called O, and it's spelled O-U. They just released an album called One, and it is... I usually don't love prog metal because it's dorky as fuck, but this is the coolest prog metal album I've heard in
Is this that band
decade.
that does, like, the
You haven't
cello
heard of them.
stuff?
You haven't heard of them. Straight up, you haven't heard of them.
It's not the cello
Nope.
stuff band?
You have not heard of them.
Okay.
Like they just released their first album and they've never released any other recordings before.
Okay.
They have 3 videos for it, all of which were released in the last 3 months. You haven't heard of them.
Okay.
Like the biggest video has 25,000 views worldwide. So they're obscure, but I hope they're kind of well known in the prog rock world. They were signed by the same label that carries Yes and Jethro Tull and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Uh-oh. We lost Chibbs.
Uh-oh.
Chibbs bailed. I was
Uh-oh.
like, fuck these dudes.
Yeah, fuck prog metal.
Fuck these nerds.
Yeah.
All right, so Chibbs can't come back.
Oh no.
Chibbs can't come back because he just got hit. There's a storm happening where he
Oh.
lives right now, and his internet went out.
Bummer.
That's why he left us so abruptly.
Interesting how he never stays for the bucket jokes. I think this is actually the second time he's had to dip out before the bucket jokes.
But yeah, let's. I believe that makes it time for my favorite part of the show, Britt.
Bucket jokes.
Bucket joke. Ha 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 ha. Bucket joke. Ha 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 ha. Bucket joke. Ha 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 ha. Bucket joke.
A mannequin fell in love with a clerk at a clothing store, but he couldn't find the words to tell her how he's felt.
Okay.
The music Michael McDonald recorded in the 70s without Steely Dan is rather dubious.
Mm.
In the final season of Game of Thrones, Peter Dinklage weeps a lot. They should add it to the Criterion Collection.
Okay.
Whenever you ask folks how many members were in the Beatles, they sure have a lot to answer for.
That's a stretch even for you.
Yeah, like your butthole.
Yep.
You know, when a man sleeps with a bunch of women, they call it boys will be boys. But when a man sleeps with a bunch of other men, they call it the reason my parents are getting a divorce.
Wait, what, really?
No.
Whoa.
They're getting a divorce, but not because my dad's gay. It's because he's a piece of shit. Most prisoners don't use acne medication because they're hoping for a breakout. My cat ate a Lego, so I guess technically she's having plastic surgery. It's a shame they stopped putting missing children on the side of milk cartons.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to masturbate to while I'm eating breakfast?
Oh, no. No.
Most of my jokes are like a cocaine lightweight. One-liners. You know, all of my dad's arguments technically are straw man arguments.
No one gets that joke.
If they know my last name's Straw, they'll probably get it, which I mentioned often on the podcast. So I got an Amber Alert on my phone the other day. I really need to turn off the Johnny Depp trial notifications. I don't see the big deal with Goofy being a dog and having Pluto, who is also a dog, as a pet. It's really not that different from having Italian friends.
What? What the fuck?
I'm going to close on this one. What do a giant passenger boat and the method Tom Cruise uses to prevent saturating his mattress in urine have in common?
I don't know.
Cruise liners.
Ha 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 ha. Bucket joke.
And we did it.
The show.
That's what we did. Where can we find you online, the Spenser Hodge?
Spenser.zone.
Cool. Where can you find me?
At a Bucketcast on most social medias, or at Dog Vorvis on most social medias.
Sick.
Where can we find Chibbs, our lovely guest on the internet?
You can listen to his lovely podcast, 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, on which we're on several episodes. We'd recommend listening to those first because they're the funniest. Because
we're there, obviously.
I mean, I'm there, but you know.
Okay, all right.
Us by extension.
All right, Hammer.
The royal we, if you will. So
you're a genius.
Yeah, I am a genus and a phylum.
That's true.
A pedophyllum.
This has been Spenser. No stomping. It is midnight.
Well, I'll stomp until they move the fucking couch.
Okay, that's fair. My downstairs neighbors have left a couch in the hallway for over 2 months. It is really ridiculous.
It's every time I come over, it's a comic motif, and I'm like, hey, the couch that has the sticky note that says, hey, we'll move this soon on it has been here for like 8 soons at this point.
Yeah. 8 Andy soons.
And yeah, shut up.
Yeah, Brent Spiner. This has been Spenser.
This hasn't been Brent Spiner. Instead, this has been Britton.
You've been listening to Gettin.
I do have the same initials as Brent Spiner, so ostensibly I could be Brent Spiner, right? Let's have a discussion about this before we end the episode. Could I be
greasy,
Brent
Bucketheads?
Namaste.